I got some Wednesday comic book pickups. Want to know what I have? Well, you'll just have to stick around. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris and this is my channel We Love Comics, and it's been a while since I've done a Wednesday comic book day pickup, and as you can see it's not Wednesday, but as they say, better late than never. So if you watch my videos, you see that I do a lot of unboxings and I basically concentrate on key issue comics. I used to collect a lot of the newer stuff, but just some of the stories that they were heading towards, I just really wasn't getting into, so I don't do it very often, but I still collect some new comics every now and then, so I have a collection here. It took me a couple weeks to get it going, but I wanted to show what I got, and maybe you'll see something that maybe you didn't see in your comic book store that might bring you some interest. And before I start, normally I do a surprise subscriber shout out at the end of the video, but I want to give a shout out to, I think his name is Colton Atkins, because he did actually tag me in a video, but unfortunately it was a type of video I did about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So I as much as I would love to do the tag, you know, I don't want to do the same video. So if he ever does another tag video of something I haven't done, I would love to do it, but I at least wanted to give him a shout out. So, normally, like I said, it's at the end of the video. I wanted to make this one a personal one, thanking him, and I subscribe. So, hopefully he will comment, and if he does, go check out his tag video. It's pretty cool. He seems like he's newer into collecting comics, and the funny part is, a lot of his collection were books that I got the day they came out back in the 80s, so some of them were nostalgic, and some of them basically turned my stomach from the nightmares of those days. So with that being said, let's get into the comics I have for the Wednesdays. Now, one of the things I do have on a regular basis, because I have every single issue, so I want to keep this going, and let's zoom in so you can get a better shot. This is Walking Dead. I have all the way down to issue number 1, and my number 1 is signed by Tony Moore, graded a 9.4 first print. But this is issue 172. I always get 2 copies of each one. So we have here 171. Now there is a variant. I didn't get that one, but this is the regular variant. There is another variant that has this either, I think it's a pink signature. That book has been selling for like $50 up to $75 I've seen. So if you can get your hands on that one cheap, it might be something worth picking up. But that's one I missed, and spending $75 for me on that book. Not sure if it's worth it even for me as a Walking Dead fan. Alright, so here is the other version of 171. I'm not too crazy about that artwork, but that's a first appearance of this character. I won't say who it is or what it's about. I don't want to ruin it for anybody in case you haven't read it yet. And this is the latest one, issue 170. Got a kind of doom and gloom kind of atmosphere to it. Not very colorful, but kind of gives you that impression that they're either heading to or leaving from some kind of major event. Love The Walking Dead. If you haven't watched the show, you definitely got to. This one, I just absolutely love this cover, so I picked this up while I was at the store. This is Edge of Venom, Venomverse issue number 4. It is the first print. $3.99, not bad at all, but absolutely love this cover. Kind of gives an idea of this dinosaur with the Venom symbiote. I think that's actually pretty cool. I really love this cover. It's like mostly black and white, but just really has a cool feel to it. So, haven't read the story, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta love the covers. Alright, so let's get into some number 1 issues. This is by Titan Comics. This is The Evil Within, the Interlude, issue number 1. Don't know anything about it, haven't had the opportunity to read these yet, but again, especially when it comes to lesser-known companies, the smaller companies, I like to try and give them support when I can, especially when there's a new issue that comes out. So again, you know, black and white kind of drawing here, but very good artwork. I love good art, so this is definitely one, if you haven't had the chance to pick it up, go check it out. Always loved Hellboy. Loved the movies. I was absolutely loving the first one. Second one, not sure about the reboot. See if that goes on or not, but I'll give it a shot. But this is Hellboy and the finger blocking it, so I'm not sure what that says. 1955, so obviously they're going back in time with this one. This is from Dark Horse Comics, $3.99, issue number 1. And it's definitely got, as you can see here, the Mike Mignola kind of artwork, because that's who did the artwork. I absolutely love his artwork. It fits so perfectly with that character. Alright. This is based on the video game. Never played the video game, but this, again, the artwork caught my eye. This is Quake Champions, issue number 1. This is also from Titan Comics, $3.99 price tag. And typical video game kind of cover looking there. Alright, this one, taking a chance on. Kind of got a cartoon kind of feel to it, but always give a chance just in case. This is from Action Lab. Their comics are, especially their paper quality is outstanding. So I always give them an opportunity to give them the chance to see what they're all about. This looks like it says, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a Y or a T, but Toyetica, I'm assuming that's a Y. Toy Town. This is issue number 1. Kind of a fantasy kind of comic. Again, I haven't read it yet, but I like the way they drew this, so I figure give it a chance and see what happens. Number 1, $3.99 price tag. So it's nice to see that they aren't doing the average $4.99 or $5.99 price tags. That's always good to see. This is a variant version of this book. This is Wormwood, Gentleman Corpse. Mr. Wormwood goes to Washington. So it looks like it has a kind of zombie kind of feel to it. I guess I'd have to read it and see. Another black and white cover. I'm not sure if this is a 1 in 10 or a 1 in 20 variant. I'll have to look into it, but it's cover F, issue number 1 from IDW. I got that for $8, but I had $5 off when I make purchases at my comic store, so basically I spent $3 on it. Which, what's the cover price? It doesn't show, but I would assume it would be $3.99. So I guess paid 99 cents for that book, pretty much. Can't complain. Alright, this is a book. It's getting into those shiny covers again, like they did in the 80s and 90s. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That kind of brings back some bad times for the comic industry. I went through that, but I thought I'd give it a shot. This is Dark Knight's Batman the Dawnbreaker. As you can see, it's kind of a cross between Batman and Green Lantern. Issue number 1. It's got some thick paper stock. Seems a little bit thicker than your average comic these days. DC, I'll give them credit. They're pretty good with prices. So $3.99 for a book that seems like it's a little thicker than normal and better paper stock. Some companies, and I won't mention them, I mean, I'm a diehard Marvel fan, but I'll just say it. Marvel sometimes will charge $4.99 for that. But speaking of which, I'm actually impressed by these, especially the price. These are something that just came out recently. And I love these because, as you can see, they will show images of old popular comics. So as you can see, this is Royals issue number 9. This is a variant cover, but it shows an old Uncanny X-Men comic from Days of Futures Past. So there's a couple of these. These are ones, if you haven't picked them up, I highly recommend. I think these are my picks. There's a bunch of them. I didn't get every single one of them. I got the ones that I felt were most nostalgic for me. And this one, let's see if I can turn it so you can see first part. This is Iron Fist issue number 73. Again, it's the variant. And it's very similar, this one. Because you could see it's like, this is the original. This is based on Iron Fist number 14, which is the first appearance of Sabretooth. But the newer version almost looks the same as the original. So I thought that was pretty cool. Next one, I remember getting this comic as a child. The original one. Let's try and put it. This is X-Men Gold. But as you can see, it's got the homage cover of issue X-Men number 100, where the old X-Men battle the new X-Men, which is kind of funny because Cyclops was on both. But absolutely love that. Another one. This is Spirits of Vengeance. There is the Spirits of Vengeance, but as you could see when you tilt it, it's got the giant size X-Men issue number 1, which is the first appearance of Colossus, Storm, Thunderbird, and Nightcrawler. That's definitely the original book. Get it if you haven't gotten it. I have about 3 issues of that. Alright, this one is the Defenders issue 18, it looks like. It's hard to see because it's right over the price tag. It looks like 18. But as you could see, this is homage to Avengers issue number 16 when they got the new Avengers team. That's another great cover. So these I think are pretty cool. This is another one. This is All New Wolverine, Son vs. Daughter, issue number 25. So there's the cover, and then as you can see here, that's homage to Fantastic Four, issue number 112. One of the many covers of The Thing vs. the Hulk. I thought it was issue 25 for a second, but I forgot they did the later one too. Alright, and last one for this. This is definitely a must-get at this point. This is the Despicable Deadpool. Love that. And you could see they showed Deadpool. There we go. Shooting Spider-Man, but... Oh, there he is. That Deadpool shooting... There, that's it. Cable, that looks like. And then, of course, you got the homage of Amazing Spider-Man 129, which is the first appearance of the Punisher. Absolutely love these covers, and I'm actually surprised. For these, they only charge $3.99 for these. I would have thought in Marvel fashion, because, I mean, I'm a Marvel person, but, you know, they tend to take advantage of prices sometimes. Maybe they're starting to, you know, try and win people back from what was going on the past 2 or 3 years with their books. They only charge $3.99 for these. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised about that. So I think for the paper quality and for the nostalgia, I think $3.99 is definitely worth it to pick these up and give them a shot. So that's it for the newer comics. I will be getting some older comics and doing another comic haul soon. I'm just waiting for a couple to arrive in the mail. Let me know what you think about these. If there's something that I missed that you think people should be picking up that they picked up this week, please put it in the comment section, because it may not be something I'm interested in, but you never know. Somebody reading the comment section may find something they really never heard of and might want to pick it up. So the more we communicate, the more we help one another. And to me, if we can help somebody get something they may not have known about, that just helps the industry stay that much stronger. So hopefully you appreciated this video. If you did, thumbs up always show support. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Check out my other videos. And the next week or so, I'm going to be doing a contest. And I'm going to be doing a review of a certain product that somebody approached me about. And I'm very happy. I told them I'll do an honest description of what I thought about this. And they said they were perfectly fine with that. But I'm going to do a giveaway with that. So stay tuned with that. And that's it. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. And I will see you next video. And now we do the zoom in. And if you go swimming, make sure you never jump into the Deadpool. Unless you're alive.